So the Timberwolves sold the game against the OKC, completely sold, losing the game by 2 points. Honestly, there's two people to blame. There's two people to blame. As much as I say, hey, it's very easy to pin the blame on the star player or players. It's very easy to point out what went wrong in this game. I'm gonna go through it half by half. The first half, SGA, J-Dub, both getting buckets. Good defense on both sides. However, OKC is giving up wide open threes, which is, some of them are slightly consistent, but some of them are just like, yeah, just giving up the three, where they made them pay. Dante DiVincenzo, unlike previous games, made them pay. Nas Reed made them pay. Jaden McDaniels made him pay. Not Alexander Walker, who was hooping this entire game. Whether it was on the ball, off the ball, he was just making shots and playing great defense on that end too. Terry Shannon Jr. off the bench did his thing. Mike Conley, he had a good block, great block. You know, he was existing defensively. Like, I saw a real difference between Rudy Gobert being on the court and off the court. Like, I remember a specific play. I don't remember if it was in the first half or maybe in the third quarter, but Rudy was behind. Shai was approaching or driving or whatever. Chet leaves the paint, right? Gobert follows him. As soon as Gobert just like moves to follow him, immediately Shai shifts, crosses, gets by his defender. I think it was Jaden McDaniels or the Alexander Walker, gets by him and gets a lay. It was a very big difference with him at the rim versus not. Going up and guarding Shai, guarding his mid-ranges too. Rudy was doing his thing defensively. You can see a real difference. And it felt like, honestly, the Minnesota was winning off the rebound battle, but then when you look at the stats, like they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds and they had a lot of turnovers, even in the first half, a lot of turnovers. And that was pretty much the story of the game. But even though they did keep it close, because they had kept it close, I was like, bro, like, I feel like the momentum is low-key on Minnesota's side. As long as freaking Ant and Julius Randle, they lock in, and it's over, bro. Ant was 1 of 7 from 3. I think he didn't even make it 3 until the second half. But he was passing well, playmaking well, so I was like, okay, you know, maybe he had a good going. He did not shoot the ball. He barely shot the ball. Really, very Jalen Green-esque performance. I said, okay, you know what I'm saying? He's finna heat up in the third quarter or whatever. Third quarter comes, Shai hooping, J-Dub hooping, Chet hooping, Alex Caruso, Casey Wallace, all hooping. They're hitting timely shots, timely threes. Casey Wallace was hooping, bro. He was hitting all type of mid-ranges, all type of stuff, bro. Isaiah Joe made a 3. I seen on Twitter that he made his first 3 in a road game since like a long time ago, so he's actually playable. Jalen Williams made 3 too. Isaiah Hartenstein rebounding. You know, on the other side, again, the Alexander Walker is heating up. He's on a burner. Dante DiVincenzo, he's on a burner. Jaden McDaniels playing well. Nas Reed playing well. It's some polar bears in Alaska. Polar bear in Arlington, Texas. When you're looking at what Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle were doing, Anthony Edwards, he did start scoring a little bit more, but it was like, it was too little too late. A lot of times he wouldn't even get the ball. OKC was playing a great defense. Lou Dort was pressing him the whole game. Casey Wallace was pressing him. Caruso was pressing him. SGA was probably his best matchup on the court, but even SGA was doing his thing too. They were just not, it was not easy. It was never going to be easy, but when you look at what Shai was doing at the side of the court, no, it's different. At the same time, they were not doubling Shai like early, but also Shai knows how to play through doubles, but they weren't doubling him at early. Like, they were kind of trying to play one-on-one. That was resulting in fouls, and just honestly, that was resulting in buckets, right? He was just getting buckets because they weren't giving him the easy fouls as much, but he was just getting buckets. I'm not gonna lie to you, like he was just getting buckets. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was just hitting tough mid-ranges, hitting tough lays and stuff. J-Dub was going crazy, bro, with his shot. He was going crazy with shot making. Wasn't even get free throws like that. It was like every time for every, like, they would make a mid-range and then Minnesota would just hit a 3. OKC might hit free throws, Timberwolves might hit 3 throws, OKC might hit another mid-range, and then turnover, you know, chaos, and then Minnesota hits another 3. OKC turnover, okay, Minnesota hits another 3. It's like, damn, bro, like, they can't miss. Ant was just absent, nowhere to be found. Julius Randle, I don't even remember him doing anything. All he did was shoot free throw. He didn't make a single field goal this game, I'm pretty sure. He literally just shot free throws. That's why I felt like he would get a rebound here and there, second chance points, which I always credit that. But yeah, you gotta score, bro. Ball don't stop agendas have won today, because at the end of the day, you gotta score. You gotta put the ball in the basket more than the opponent puts the ball in the basket, and that's just what it is. Because Alexander Walker got 20, Dante DiVincenzo got 20, 22 for Jaden McDaniels, 23 from Alexander Walker, 21 for Dante DiVincenzo, 11 from Nas Reed, 9 for Terry Shannon Jr., who played defense as well. All them points. You can't do what you did. And they put it in the thumbnail, nasty ass thumbnail. Why you put him in the thumbnail? He was very much not the best player. It was clearly the Alexander Walker, and it's not close. They posted a picture of the scorecard with him on it, talking about some broken heart. Why are you posting that? That sounded like, oh my gosh, I was such close to the end of it. Like, he was not hooping. You better show the Alexander Walker, Jaden McDaniels, show it to them. Show Rudy Gobert, bro. Like, show Dante DiVincenzo, bro. Show someone else, bro. That ass, show any player on the court other than Mike Conley, Julius Randle, or Anthony Edwards in that thumbnail, in that picture, in that graphic. he does not need to be promoted for his performance tonight. With that being said, I said OKC in 6. I revised my opinion. I would say OKC in 5. I was 1 game off. Or I didn't say OKC in 6. I mean, I said OKC sweeps. They're going to win in 5. That was a yucky performance. They had an all-time yucky performance last time, but, you know, sometimes you just got to get that out of your system. You know, so that happens very often. That happened the year that the Warriors won the championship. That happens very often. So, you know, it is what it is, bro. There's some things I got to mention before I end this video. Number 1, Doris Burke. We get it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nickeil Alexander-Walker are cousins, and they're playing against each other in the Western Conference Finals. We get it. We get it. We knew they were cousins since game 1. You said it in game 2, said it in game 3, said it in game 4. We get it. We understand they're cousins. Sometimes they guard each other. Damn. We get it. And they're both good at basketball. We get it, bro. We get it. They call Shai a free throw merchant on Twitter. We get it. You're not providing any new insight. Just talk about the game. Golly. And then also, speaking of free throws, the end of game free throws that really slow down the game, but it's really the only option, or not the only option, but it's the smartest option when you're a team that's up 3. And also when you're a team that's below 3 or down 3. I get it. You know, people are mad. However, a lot of times when you change that rule, a lot of things people suggested to change that rule to make the game more entertaining really favor the losing team a lot, to the point where it kind of swings the pendulum too much in the favor of the losing team. The best suggestion I saw, I think, was I saw the thing where I was like, okay, if they're intentional fouls as opposed to plays at the ball, but then there's the whole interpretation thing, which is kind of weird. The one thing I saw that was probably the best was if the foul is behind half court, automatically 2 free throws and possession for the losing team, or possession for the team that got fouled. 2 free throws and possession for the losing team. If it's past half court, then you have to use discernment as referee to say, okay, is this a play on the ball or not? If this is not a play on the ball, they just wrapped up the body or whatever, clearly that's a 2 free throws in possession. If they actually made a play on the ball and they fouled them, then it's just regular bonus stuff. It is a little bit nuanced, but I think that's probably the most balanced way to do it, that doesn't detriment the winning team too much and encourages the winning team to actually just play defense straight up. You know, say if you get beat, you get beat. But yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.